Today's podcast is brought to you by Audible.com. Get a free audiobook download and a 30-day free trial at www.audibletrial.com/citizenho. Over 150,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player.
Hello there.
Hola.
And welcome to episode 92.
Ooh.
92.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Is that almost 4 days? 96 is 4 days.
Something like that, yeah. We're approaching 4 days worth of useless banter. Yay us.
It's useful banter.
Useful in what way?
Entertainment value. Yeah, you're right. It's useless.
Yeah, exactly. See?
So want to hear my favorite tweet of the week that I saw?
Okay. Sure.
There are more black people in Beyonce than there are in Trump's cabinet. She's pregnant with twins.
Yes, I know.
I was telling people who don't follow the news.
What?
Oh, I was telling our audience that may not have known that Beyonce has twins inside of her.
Everybody knows Beyonce has twins. Mm-hmm. Actually, I only found out a few hours ago that it was twins. I just knew she was pregnant, but I don't care.
I wonder if they're going to be named like green. Let's see, it's blue ivy, so let's go with green parsley and red fern.
Why parsley?
It's the first vegetable that came to my head.
Well, but ivy's not a vegetable.
It was the first green thing that came to my head. Green. I don't know. Give me a flower.
Green.
Green hedge.
Sure. Green shrubbery.
And red fern.
Sure. I don't know and don't care what she's going to name her kids.
So what's been going on?
Oh, let's see. Renovation.
And now, for this week's renovation update, here's Kevin.
They started installing the floors today, which is good news.
Yay.
Yay!
You got floor. Yay!
Yeah, exactly. Which also means that I should be able to
bring shit up.
Actually, well, I can start bringing shit up soon, and I should also be able to finish the Ethernet cable runs. Because right now, my son's bedroom looks like a spaghetti factory.
And he hasn't even been in there yet.
No, he has not. There's just a shit ton of Ethernet cable in there.
Can you just take a picture of him sitting among it and then...
No.
Probably a bad idea.
Probably.
You may get caught for manslaughter on that one.
Yeah, that's okay. But yeah, now I can actually run the cable to all the termination points.
Zippity-doo-dah.
And then maybe terminate it. Yay.
Do you have a crimper?
I do. I have a crimper. I have a punch-down tool. Mm-hmm. I have a coax cable crimper. I have all the connectors.
Are you running jacks, or are you going to just have like terminators, like cable, loose cable?
No, it's gonna. I have
boxes.
I'm gonna have just RJ45 plugs in the closet where the router's gonna be, which technically the network engineers at my job told me no, put in a patch panel
for a house.
You can do it there, and it can actually be useful. But for what I'm doing,
you have what? 2 things that are going to plug into it?
No, it's going to be actually a pretty semi-significant amount. I've got my Blu-ray player, my TV there.
Those aren't Wi-Fi?
No, they are not.
Ooh.
The only thing that's Wi-Fi is my Wii, which I'd like to actually buy the Ethernet adapter for because I've just found Wi-Fi to be, especially in apartments, it's kind of unreliable. I'd rather have it plugged in. Use the wired connection. That's why I got it.
I think I may have the Ethernet adapter for the Wii. I'll check.
Hey, if you don't want it, I will take it.
I'm trying to remember because I think I had it for that because I didn't have Wi-Fi in the apartment until Marissa moved in.
Oh. Okay,
I didn't need it because I had just my desktop at the point.
Ah. So
all I have are 3 wired things I have in my house. My desktop and my Blu-ray player in the basement.
Okay.
And then right at the router I have the hookup for the garage door because that has to...
Okay. So yeah, for the for the living room endpoint. I mean, I'm going to have my cable modem in the living room also, but that's going to be on a separate wire. I have two lines going there. I would run a
switch to whatever you put the TV in, and then run from the.
What I'm doing is, I'm going to have one cable that goes from the cable modem back to the router. Yeah. Then I'm going to have 4 cables coming out. One will go back to the living room, and I'm going to have a little box mounted on the wall, and then I can just put a patch cable, and then I'll put a switch on the other end of the patch cable. And then I can plug multiple things into the switch. I'm going to have switches in each room.
I don't think you need them in... What do you need a switch for in Max's room?
Max's room, I'm not putting a switch in. I'm not putting anything in. I'm just mounting the box on the wall so that I have it for later. You don't even need one in
the bedroom.
Yeah, I do.
What do you have in the bedroom?
I'm going to have the TV and some kind of Blu-ray player or whatever. The TV I have now actually doesn't use it, but I plan to get one in the future that will.
Most of the TVs don't have Ethernet anymore. They're all Wi-Fi.
I don't know. I was doing research. They seem to have Ethernet. I'd rather use Ethernet anyway. It's more reliable.
No Wi-Fi trouble in our house.
Yes, but you're in a house.
The only Wi-Fi trouble is when Marissa calls me when she's working from home. The internet's down. Did the cleaning lady unplug the cable modem? How do I know? Is the light on? It's the black thing standing up. There's no lights on. Plug it in. It's plugged in the back. Check the other side. Oh.
Do you get that? You have that conversation every week?
It was once. Or because I have that plugged into, I have to disable that switch still.
What?
At the front door, I have those 3 light switches. One of them controls the outlets.
Oh.
And I have everything plugged into one of those outlets.
Oh, okay.
I should probably just put one of those things that people know not to flick it.
Yeah. But I mean, my hope is to be able to potentially eliminate at least some, if not all, of my cable boxes and just stream TV over my network. So
I don't know if you're going to be able to do that.
The tuner that I'm buying will actually share live TV over DLNA. So
yeah, but sometimes the signals are encrypted.
This tuner has a cable card slot, so it decrypts it. Ah.
But you still have to pay for the cable card.
It's $2 a month.
Okay, I don't know if the only problem with that is on-demand services.
You don't get on-demand service, but you can record everything, and then you have your own on-demand.
How many Wait, so you're going to have 2... You're not going to have a DVR, so she's not going to like this. I tell you, it's going to be too complicated.
She doesn't use a DVR right now to begin with.
Yes, but she's going to have... Every time she wants to watch TV, you're going to get them. That probably happens already.
Yeah, well, no, okay. First off, for right now, I am paying for 2 cable boxes, one in the bedroom and one in the living room. I'm not going to go ahead with this crazy plan until I can figure out that it works. But at the very least, I'll be able to watch all of my recorded stuff over anything else in the house.
What do you get? One DVR?
I'm not getting a DVR from them.
She doesn't want one?
We have one here. She doesn't use it.
No. I just record.
The only recorded TV we watch is off of my homemade DVR. So.
See, I record every show I watch, and I don't watch anything live anymore.
Yeah, well.
I know, like, you have to start a 30-minute show 7 minutes past, and an hour show at... No, yeah.
What?
In order to skip commercials perfectly, if you start the 30-minute show at 7 minutes past, you'll make it to the end without a commercial. It's 18 minutes for an hour-long show.
If you start a 30-minute... But there are still commercials in the middle.
But I'm saying if I fast-forward through them...
Yeah.
I watch the recorded versions if the show starts at 8 o'clock, I start at 8:07 on my DVR.
Yeah.
By fast forwarding through commercials, with that, I'll get to the end of the episode at 8:30 and not have seen a single commercial.
Okay. Except you've then skipped over the 30-second intro scene.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you do. There's like a 30-second intro before the credits.
Yeah, I watched that.
Oh, and then you skip 7 minutes.
No, I don't skip 7 minutes. I started at 8:00. I start the DVR at 8 o'clock. At 8:07, I start watching the recorded program because you can record while you watch.
Oh, that's what you're doing.
Yes.
Whatever.
Now you understand?
Yeah, that's too complicated.
A lot of times, that's if I'm home. Usually, I'll watch later or something.
I just either I watch it live or I watch it later. End of story.
You know what annoys me when you watch like on demand? Like sometimes if I forgot to record a show I wanted to watch, so I had to watch like NBC on demand. You can't skip the commercials when you do that.
Yeah, well,
does Cablevision give you the on demands for free now?
I think they do give you some on demands for free.
Because I know that back in the day that was.
Yeah, I mean, and that's one of the reasons why I want to have at least one cable box to be able to watch some of their on demand stuff. But like as far as DVR, I'll just record the stuff at home.
The other thing to do is look into like getting maybe a Chromecast or something.
Yeah, I can look into that.
Because what you could do is instead of on demand, you can use the apps and then broadcast it to TV.
Yeah,
because if you have HBO, you get HBO Go for free.
Yeah, whatever.
That's how I watch all of Veep.
But yeah, this is just more than anything else. This is just some stupid geeky computer thing for me to tinker with.
What's your thoughts on like the build your own cable package idea?
I mean, I'm interested in it because here's the thing.
Well,
you pay for hundreds of channels, and how many channels does the average person? Maybe 10, 15 channels.
Yeah. But
so
the cable companies say that'll make prices skyrocket because they package all these things together.
Well, I think what'll happen is that, I think the costs for certain channels will definitely skyrocket because there's going to be a lot of channels that people just aren't going to be paying for anymore, and they have to be able to cover it.
There are these other services that people are starting to do also, like Sling TV actually gives you sports now. Yeah,
I've heard about that.
A lot of people are killing cable because of Netflix, Hulu, and that.
Yeah. And that's the other thing. That's another reason why I want the wires, is I want to be able to watch Netflix without having to worry about the Wi-Fi signal.
I never have a problem with Netflix.
Yes, but you are in a house. Wi-Fi doesn't travel well through masonry.
I don't know. I think you'll be fine in the apartment.
No, it'll be okay.
Have you checked for other Wi-Fi signals in the apartment?
Yeah.
Are there probably like hundreds?
No, not hundreds. But no, there's a few. Because I'm only going to get Wi-Fi signals from my building. So
true. Probably above you, below you, and next door.
Above me, below me, next door. Other people on the floor.
I still think you should name your Wi-Fi Bacon.
No, I'm not going to do that. I might name it Take the Cannoli, but
I like Beacon better.
Yeah, that might upset people. Take the Cannoli is at least a movie reference. If I simply just call it Bacon, that's just being obnoxious.
Colagero.
No, I told you. I think I'll name the guest network Wasted Talent.
Your son is not happy right now.
Yeah, he's just fussy. That's what he does. He's a toddler. They fuss.
So do you, and you're not a toddler.
At heart. I don't know. Whatever. He has opinions now, and he knows that he can exert those opinions on the world around him. It becomes a problem.
Wait till he discovers the internet.
Oh, that time will come. Believe you me.
Do you think if the internet was as prevalent in like years ago as it is now, a lot of the stuff that's going on now with Trump would have gone on then?
Probably, and it would probably continue to happen now. So, because people are dumb and they don't learn.
I mean, he's been president now for 12 days,
something,
and he's already had 2 weekend protests.
Yeah, something like that. He's a delight. Well, I read that he might put out some executive order that's basically going to allow people to deny service to gay people. Yeah, to LG.
This has Pence written all over it.
Yeah, on the basis of religious objection.
Like I said, if you work in a county clerk's office and you feel you need to have somebody else do it. Just don't sign it. Have someone else in the office do it.
No, you know what? Fuck that. You are working for the county clerk. Your job is to follow the laws of the county.
Of the land.
Of the land. Fine, whatever. Your job is to follow the laws.
To make a long story short, I could sum this up in 4 words. Fuck you, Kim Davis.
Yeah, well. But we knew that anyway.
Well, there's another theory that other people are saying out there is leave marriage as a religious institution and have everybody be a civil union. Man and woman, man and man, woman and woman. In the eyes of a law, just for benefits and all that stuff, and make marriage a religious thing.
No, you know what? That's just because then it's just a marriage by another name. It doesn't matter.
I still don't get why.
I think it's to me it's very simple. Is that people, if you want to get married at a religious institution, a clergy person has the right to refuse based on the religion.
But a justice of the peace should not.
But yeah, anybody in any kind of governmental capacity cannot refuse you. So if you want to go and get married before a judge or get married at City Hall, fine.
But here's the problem: he puts this executive order out. It sues. It gets brought to the Supreme Court. The Supreme Court's going to uphold it if Gosek gets, what's his name? Gosek?
Yeah, I don't. He is not a terrible pick.
It could have been a lot worse.
Yeah,
but he's not he's basically Scalia 30 years younger.
Maybe. Supposedly he's actually very open to hearing arguments and listening to both sides. So,
but his track record, he ruled for Hobby Lobby against Obamacare a couple years ago.
Okay.
You know what that's about?
Yeah, no, I remember that. That was because they didn't want to
ensure contraception.
Yeah. Which is also bullshit because, again, you've got the law of the land that says that you should do it. Religion shouldn't even play into it.
And the other thing is contraception is not even used sometimes for contraception. A lot of women go on birth control to regulate their periods.
Yeah. Whatever. That's... I don't know. I'd like to hold out some level of hope that hey, at least he'll listen to the arguments and not be just.
We don't even know if he's going to get nominated unless they go do the nuclear option.
If
McConnell seems very hesitant to do that for some reason.
I don't know. To me, I think
McConnell's a piece of shit, but that's besides the point.
I think the Democrats would be stupid to block it too much because then they're just doing the same thing that the Republicans did to Obama.
Yep. Part of me agrees with you. Part of me thinks fuck them.
Yeah, but then you're just as bad as they were. Mm-hmm. It's time to be the better people.
Do you think they should block Devos? They did one vote.
No, Devos I'm not a fan of. She just seems incredibly unqualified to be to be in charge of public education.
So she knows nothing about public education.
Yes.
But it's 50-50 right now. I wonder, when was the last time there was a 50-50 split in the Senate on anything?
I have no idea.
I want to look this up.
But basically, they have the one vote in the form of Pence, don't they?
Pence would be the tiebreaker.
Yeah,
when
exactly.
Was the last time
But Pence's vote only counts if there's a tie.
Vice President broke a tie in the Senate. I want to see when the last time that was.
Probably not that long ago.
I think you're wrong. When was the last time there was that close of a majority?
I don't know.
Since 1981?
What, that was the last time a vice president had to break a tie?
Joe Biden did not make a single tie-breaking vote.
Okay. When was
the last one? Was Dick Cheney in 2008.
Okay. Well, that's not that long ago.
It's almost 10 years.
So? Still not that long ago.
It's actually almost 9 years to the day. And Al Gore actually, no, Cheney did a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Al Gore did 1, 2, 3, 4. Quayle didn't do any. Bush did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
The person who did the most of them was John Adams, the first vice president.
Really?
Yeah.
Trump.
Most of them have. Most presidents.
Trump.
Pence has not made a vote. Biden, Quayle, Rockefeller, Ford, Johnson. Well, Ford was vice president for what, a month?
What?
Ford was only vice president for a couple of months.
That was it?
Yeah, he was named vice president December 6th, and he became president August 9th.
Oh.
LBJ did 0. Calvin. Most of them have done 0.
Okay.
Because to get there, it has to be,
Yeah. Well, lately, though, that That seems more and more
I'm
of a
hoping
likely
some of the
scenario.
more moderate Republicans, like what I would call a social Republican, will vote against her.
Yeah.
Problem is, in most of the areas where you expect that, they have Democratic senators. Who was the last Republican senator in New York? D'Amato? Probably. Schumer has D'Amato's seat, and Gillibrand has Clinton, who was Moynihan.
Yeah, and then you have Schumer.
I said Schumer has D'Amato's seat.
Right, okay.
And Gillibrand has Clinton's seat, and Clinton had Moynihan's seat when he didn't seek re-election.
Right.
What are you doing?
I'm playing with the napkin thing. Which could use a cleaning.
Mostly I heard Caroline Kennedy may run for Senate or President in 4 years.
I've heard talk of that. I think she might run for Senate. She just has to start somewhere.
Because she actually is qualified to be in government. I think she was like the ambassador to Japan or something like that.
Yeah, she was.
She's had a rough life.
She's a Kennedy.
True.
I'm sure she managed.
You know, Barron Trump is the first young boy child in the White House since John Kennedy. It's all been girls since then.
Oh, odd.
After Kennedy, I think Carter had a daughter. Reagan had no children in the White House. Bush had no children in the White House. Clinton had children.
Nixon had daughters.
But they were older by then.
Okay.
That's what I mean. I mean, Reagan has a son, but he wasn't a child when Reagan was president.
Right, okay, true. Clinton had Chelsea, and the Obamas had Sasha and Malia.
And the Bushes had
Yeah, but they were older too.
But they were in high school.
Were they? They went to college while he was still president?
Yeah. You don't remember they got caught partying, like going...
No, that's why I figured they were in high school, but that's old enough.
Well, Chelsea's our age.
Yes.
The Bush girls are younger. Like, how old is Barbara Bush? Not that Barbara Bush. 1981. She's 2 years younger than us.
She's my sister's age.
So I guess they were in college by the time Bush was in the White House, yeah. I thought they were still in high school. So they would have been they were 20 when he took them.
Yeah.
Sasha, that's who they were. Sasha, Malia, and Chelsea were there. But Barron's the first boy since John Kennedy.
Okay.
But he's not even in the White House.
Not yet.
I read something that Melania may never move to D.C. or something like that.
There was some report of that yesterday, and the White House is already they've already debunked that. I think that basically they're gonna. Well, supposedly Melania started like putting together a White House staff.
Yeah, she named a chief of staff like today.
Yeah.
Which is late for a first lady to do something like that.
Yeah, but she's spending her time in New York until he's done with school for the year.
It's paid the bills time!
It's pay the bills time! You can pay the bills by going to www.audibletrial.com/citizenho, and you can sign up for a free 30-day trial account and get a free audiobook download. There are thousands upon thousands of titles to choose from, such as...
I Hope They Serve Beer in Hell by Tucker Max. Narrated by Tucker Max.
Oh, God.
Basically, it's bromance. It's
what a jackass.
Frat tire. It's all about this guy trying to get laid. It's pretty funny. I read the book.
Yeah. He's an idiot.
He actually changed.
Okay.
He got married and has a kid now.
What?
Yeah.
What? Yeah. I was just about to look him up, too, because I was like, well, I wonder what happened to him.
He's like an author, and the movie was awful for that book.
He still has his website. And it still starts with, my name is Tucker Max, and I am an asshole.
I don't think the website's been updated in a long time.
It does not appear to have been.
Yeah. So Google him.
Well, I can just do Wikipedia. He's an American author and public speaker.
TuckerMax.me is his new website.
Okay. Grew up in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah.
He resides with his wife, Veronica, and son, Bishop William Max, born July 30th, 2014. So he's almost a year younger than Max.
So Max is younger than Max?
Yeah, something like that. Wait. There are photos of him with his wife and kid.
She's kind of hot.
Yeah.
Solid 7.
Trying to see a better picture, but there isn't one. Damn. Co-founder and chairman of Book in a Box, a company that turns ideas into books.
In a box.
Okay.
And people like our awkward silence. Well, this is our Kevin looks stuff up on the internet music.
Whatever. Looking at what became of Tucker Max.
A lot of people say the stories are bullshit, but the one about when he was screwing Miss Vermont was pretty funny. Or when he tried to,
I don't know how much. Sometimes I wonder how much of it is actually true, but
the movie was awful.
Surprise, surprise. I'm also not that surprised that you saw it. Nor am I that surprised that you're wearing my son's Oscar the Grouch hat right now. Which is probably just an attempt to get attention.
Pretty much.
I love trash.
Remember back in high school when we had the old Macintosh? Whenever we put something in the trash, it would play that. You'd have Oscar come out and say, I love trash.
Really?
Yeah.
That's what you did?
No, the computer did it. I didn't say it. It was a program.
No, you set up the computer to do it?
No. It was before my time.
Okay. But you apparently find it funny.
You wouldn't have?
I found it more funny making the aliens in Doom laugh like Beavis.
Remember, what was it? Barney Stein?
No, I don't remember. I guess it was a Wolfenstein mod.
Yeah, but instead of killing Nazis, you killed Beavis and Butthead, and the boss is Barney.
What? Wait, you kill Beavis and Butthead, but the boss is Barney?
Yeah.
Where's the connection there?
Who cares?
Isn't one.
Funny. You got to kill Barney, and you're complaining about this.
I wouldn't have minded killing Barney, but no, my brother modded Doom to make the rocket launcher sound became the sound of the arrow flying through the air from Monty Python. The alien grunts became Beavis laughing.
Clearly, your brother had too much time on his hands.
I forget what else. There may have been some Butthead sound effects in there too.
Do you even play video games anymore?
Occasionally, I still play SimCity, and
it is a mobile.
Or I go back last weekend I played a round of Anticipation.
I don't know that one.
It's an old NES game. It was like a board game. It was like a board game trivia game.
Did you win?
Yeah, well, I was playing against the computer at the easiest setting.
So you cheated?
No, I didn't cheat. I just didn't give myself very strong competition.
Ugh. So, today there was an interview with the guys on South Park.
Okay.
Basically, people were like, why didn't you do much about the election? Their reply was, we've been known for being cutting edge and stuff. We can't do better than reality.
There is a lot of truth to that. Sad to say, but true.
Here's my story. It's sad, but true.
No, you just stop.
Let's run around and see. Are those like kid chopsticks?
Yes. And I'm trying to figure out how you're actually supposed to hold them. I guess this, even though it doesn't seem
let me
right.
show you. I think I figured it out. I think I had it before. I think these two fingers go here, and this goes like this.
Maybe.
Because you're supposed to hold chopsticks kind of like this.
Yeah.
So I guess this.
That's sort of close to it.
And your finger's supposed to go through here.
Yes, well.
But I don't have the.
All right, gimme. Well, I guess, yeah, I guess it's right-handed.
Oh, yeah. That would make it easier, too.
Yes. Unless I, flipped it over.
Has Max shown any proclivity towards one hand or the other yet, or too early to tell?
It's still a little early. He might be right-handed, but it's hard to say. So he's not perfect. Kid had to have some faults already. What can I say?
And on that note, is it time to talk about movies?
Yeah, sure.
Might be a short episode this week, folks, but I have a train to make. Alright. We're talking about the movies.
Starring everybody.
And Max.
Whatever. First up we have Mr. Gaga. Tells the story of one of the most important choreographers living today, Ohad Naharin, who studied with some of the greatest dance figures of our time and created the daring new movement language. Gaga. Meeting him at a critical turning point in his life, this spirited and insightful documentary introduces viewers to a most engaging, controversial, and always entertaining figure, constantly battling for artistic perfection. E.
Documentary cred?
Oh yeah, totally documentary cred. But
E.
Yeah, I don't know why that E is there, but it's in there, so I read it.
Rings. Leonard Hofstadter, Alex Rowe, Matilda Lutz, and Amy Teagarden.
And by Leonard Hofstadter, you mean Johnny Galecki.
Like I said, Leonard Hofstadter.
Why the hell is he in this?
A young woman becomes worried about her boyfriend when he explores a dark subculture surrounding a mysterious videotape set to kill the watcher 7 days after he viewed it. She sacrifices herself to save her boyfriend, and in doing so makes a horrifying discovery. There is a movie within the movie that no one has ever seen before.
Dun, dun, dun.
What is this, the 18th one? This can't be good, Rodden.
What do you mean? I think it's only the second one. What are
There's like the Ring, the Ring 2, Ring 3, Ring 4.
Was there? Okay, then it's rotten.
So I'll tell you how many there were.
Okay, The Space Between Us, starring Gary Oldman, Carla Gugino, Asa Butterfield, and Britt Robertson. In this interplanetary adventure, a space shuttle embarks on the first mission to colonize Mars.
What's the third one?
Okay. Only to discover after takeoff that one of the astronauts is pregnant. Shortly after landing, she dies from complications while giving birth to the first human born on the Red Planet, never revealing who the father is. Thus begins the extraordinary life of Gardner Elliott, an inquisitive, highly intelligent boy who reaches the age of 16, having only met 14 people in his very unconventional upbringing. While searching for clues about his father and the home planet he's never known, Gardner begins an online friendship with a street-smart girl in Colorado named Tulsa. When he finally gets a chance to go to Earth, he's eager to experience all of the wonders he could only read about on Mars, from the most simple to the extraordinary. But once his explorations begin, scientists discover that Gardner's organs can't withstand Earth's atmosphere. Eager to find his father, Gardner escapes the team of scientists and joins with Tulsa on a race against time to unravel the mysteries of how he came to be and where he belongs in the universe.
I'm going Rodden because the name of the movie is a Dave Matthews song.
I'm going rotten just because, yeah, at first it seemed like it might be interesting, but now it's kind of gone off the rails to me.
And the guy's name is Gardner and the girl's name is Tulsa? Come on.
Yeah, whatever. All right.
American Violence. Bruce Dern, Denise Richards, Kaiway Lyman Mercerau.
Kaiway Lyman Mercerau?
Columbus Short.
Whatever.
Jackson Shea, has lived a life of deceit, brutality, and corruption. What a series of chilling, violent events land him on death row. Oh, Kylie's a guy? Okay. Dr. Amanda Tyler, a psychologist, Denise Richards, must determine whether his violent behavior is inherent in his soul or if he is able to be rehabilitated. As the interview commences and Jack's fate hangs in the balance, Amanda must determine whether or not a stay of execution should be granted. That sounds like horseshit. Rodden.
Yeah, I'll go rotten on that. Okay. Don't Knock Twice, starring Katie Sackhoff, Lucy Boynton, Javier Botet, and Nick Moran.
I think it's Botet.
Whatever. When troubled teen Chloe, Lucy Boynton, raps at the door one night, she has no idea the horror she's about to unleash. Fleeing to the country home of her estranged mother, Katie Sackhoff, a recovering addict who's turned her life around to become a famous artist, Chloe must learn to trust the woman who gave her up years ago in order to stop the bloodthirsty, shape-shifting demons stalking them. Yeah, rotten.
I'm going to go right on what the fuck cred.
Yeah, okay. Or lack of cred.
Eloise. Chase Crawford, Eliza Dushku, Eliza Dushku, Robert Patrick, and Nicole Forrester. Four friends break into an abandoned insane asylum in search of a death certificate, which will grant one of them a large inheritance. However, finding it soon becomes the least of their worries in a place haunted by dark memories. What's with all the horror movies?
I don't know. Rotten.
You would think the horror movies would all come out in October.
I have no idea. All right. Growing Up Smith, starring Jason Lee, Brighton Charbino, Hilary Burton,
Brody Bruce,
and Roni Akarati. In 1979, an Indian family moves to America with the hopes of living the American dream. While their 10-year-old boy, Smith, falls head over heels for the girl next door, his desire to become a good old boy propels him further away from his family's ideals than ever before. A tribute to childhood heroes, first love, and growing up in small-town America. Where does Jason Lee come into this?
If he's playing an Indian, I'm going fresh.
Good lord.
What do you think?
Jason Lee cred?
So Rodden?
I don't know.
I'll go Rodden on this. I'm glad I get to read the next one.
No, I'm going to go fresh on it.
Really?
Yeah, why not?
I Am Not Your Negro. Samuel L. Jackson. In 1979, James Baldwin wrote a letter to his literary agent describing an unavoidable endeavor he was about to embark on, the writing of his last book, Remember This House. The book was to be an account of the lives and successive assassinations of three of his friends, Martin Luther King Jr., Medgar Evers, and Malcolm X. Their murders permanently traumatized an entire generation. At the time of Baldwin's death in 1987, he left behind only 30 completed pages of this manuscript. In this documentary, master filmmaker Raoul Peck envisions the book James Baldwin never finished. Yeah,
documentary cred.
Narrated by Samuel L. Jackson cred.
Yeah, that too. I'm not your Negro, motherfucker. Next we have Oklahoma City. On April 19th, 1995, Timothy McVeigh, a former soldier deeply influenced by the literature and ideas of the radical right, parked a Ryder truck with a 5-ton fertilizer bomb in front of the Alfred P. Murrah Federal Building in Oklahoma City. Moments later, 168 people were killed and 675 were injured in the blast. Oklahoma City traces the events, including the deadly encounters between American citizens and law enforcement at Ruby Ridge and Waco, that led McVeigh to commit the worst act of domestic terrorism in American history. With a virulent strain of anti-government anger still with us, the film is both a cautionary tale and an extremely timely warning. More documentary credit.
Yep. The comedian, Leslie Mann, Edie Falco, Harvey Keitel, and Danny DeVito. An aging comic icon, Jackie Burke, Robert De Niro, has seen better days. Despite his efforts to reinvent himself and his comic genius, the audience only wants to know him as the former television character he once played. Already a strain on his younger brother, Danny DeVito, and his wife, Patti LuPone, Jackie is forced to serve out a sentence doing community service for accosting an audience member. While there, he meets Harmony, Leslie Mann, the daughter of a sleazy Florida real estate mogul, Harvey Keitel, and the two find inspiration in one another, resulting in surprising consequences. Through the alchemy of their unlikely friendship, Harmony and Jackie overcome their own emotional damage and emerge as better people. I actually think that sounds kind of good. I'm going fresh.
It might be. I'll go good on that. Or, yeah, I'll go fresh on that.
I'll go good.
I go good.
I go good.
But you talk English good.
It's your turn.
Yeah, it is. All right. War on Everyone, starring Michael Pena, Alexander Skarsgård, Theo James, and Tessa Thompson. Michael Pena and Alexander Skarsgård play two corrupt cops in New Mexico who make a living blackmailing criminals until they try to intimidate someone who could be even more dangerous than they are.
Yeah, Rodden.
Yep.
Wheeler. Stephen Dorff, Chris Christopherson, Audrey Spillman, and Bobby Toberlin. The story of an aspiring musician from Kaufman, Texas, who travels to Nashville with the lifelong dream of trying his hand at country music. By embodying the title character under prosthetic makeup, actor Stephen Dorff successfully infiltrates Music City and takes his character on an authentic singer-songwriter journey. With the help of key allies on the ground, Wheeler converses with real people in real locations, with every musical number performed live. The lines between reality and fiction blurs as Wheeler chases his dream in this touching tribute to old-school country legends.
Country
music cred, Rodden.
Yeah, exactly. Youth in Oregon.
Oregon.
Oregon. Or Oregon. Starring Frank Langella, Billy Crudup, Christina Applegate, and Mary Kay Place. When 79-year-old curmudgeon Raymond, Frank Langella, makes arrangements to be euthanized in Oregon, his family refuses to accept his decision. But when another family emergency arises, Raymond's daughter, Kate, Christina Applegate, turns to her husband, Brian, Billy Crudup, for a little help. So Brian reluctantly volunteers to drive the cantankerous Raymond and his wine-loving wife, Estelle, Mary Kay Place, 3,000 miles to Oregon.
Oregon.
Determined to change the old man's mind before they reach the Beaver State, it becomes quickly apparent to Brian that convincing your father-in-law to keep living when he's ready to check out is no simple task.
Rodden. Christina Applegate.
Yeah, so? Okay, I'll go rotten on it.
Okay, Rings. There's actually no reviews listed.
What? Nobody wanted to waste their time with it?
No, there's really no reviews. I'm shocked. The Space Between Us, 6%.
Okay.
I Am Not Your Negro, fresh, 98%. War on Everyone, barely rotten.
What is it, 59% or something?
The Comedian, rotten, 21%.
Aw, Boo Earns.
Don't Knock Twice, rotten, 43%. Eloise, let's see what that says. No reviews. Let's go with Mr. Gaga. No, not Mr. Vagina.
You tool.
Mr. Gaga, a true story of 78% fresh. American Violence.
Ugh. Oh,
One review, rotten. So we're right.
Okay.
Growing Up Smith. No reviews. Oh no.
Oh darn.
There's four reviews. They're all fresh.
Okay.
You were right if that's the case.
Woot woot.
In Oklahoma City. Oklahoma is 94% fresh. Wheeler. No reviews really. And Youth in Oregon.
Oregon.
Rotten.
Yeah.
Alright. Sorry for the short episode and our technical difficulties caused by Kevin.
No.
You know what I think happened? I think it might have knocked out the power at some point.
Good job, tool.
That hurts, bro.
You're used to it.
Alright, so let's do some...
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping! Yes, if you'd like your pillows turned down, go to like us on iTunes, Google Play Music, Stitcher, download, subscribe, review, rate us, love us, suck our dicks.
You want me to jerk you off?
Kevin will jerk you off for a good review.
No. I was kidding.
His son just heard me say that.
Maybe.
You can find us on Facebook.com/CitizenHo, tweet us at CitizenHoPod, Instagram at CitizenHoPod. Tweet me directly at ScottyHo. That's IE, not a Y. I'm also on Instagram at ScottyHo. Anything you want to plug?
Plugs.
Kevin likes plugs.
Yay.
So
plugs.
That's Citizen Ho. I'm Scott.
I'm Kevin.
Be excellent to each other.
Bye-bye.
Station.